The last class we are discussing about characteristics of software engineering. Now we are discussing about software development lifecycle process. It is what is SDLC? It is a software development lifecycle. It's a structured process used to build a software from initial planning to maintenance stage. The main objective of this SDLC: deliver quality software, reduce project risk, improve efficiency, then meet customer needs, complete project within the budget. It's having a different phases of activities. One is first phase, it is called as a planning. The second phase, it is called as a requirement analysis, and third phase, it is called as a design. Then fourth place, it is called as a development. Fourth and fifth place, it is called as a testing, and sixth place, it is called as a deployment, and seventh place, it is called as a maintenance. So SDLC places, it contains this flow of activities. Here you have to understand. First phase, it is the requirement. It is nothing but gathering the information from the customer or user side and analyze the user requirement. In the second phase, it is called as a design phase. We are if you are a software developer, means you have to show the design. What is the requirement you are collected from your customer end. Based on the verbal document, you have to design a prototype or a blueprint of the applications to show the customer. Then only they may understand what is the thing, what is the expectations with basic requirement given by the customer. That basic requirement was we will show in the design phases. With the help of modern technology, we are simply create a prototype or blueprint method. We will show the designs before going into the coding process of activities. Once the design phase was satisfied by the customer, it is customer get the satisfaction, then we go for a coding process. In the coding process, we have to write the code, and we try to test the code, and we will implement the code. Like that, this process will go on. And fourth place, it is called as a testing phase. In the testing phase, what are all the code developed by the developer, that code will be tested by the peer testing team, or otherwise buddy developers also will test the applications, and they will find out any bug or flow mistakes, that the things are understand here in the testing process. If the bugs are, if they are not identifying any bug or issues or functionality issues, it is not there, it will match by the requirement given by the customer. Then it will go to the deployment stage. To the user level, we are give the applications, and user may started using that application. Then they will give the feedback, and they may give the feedback, and they some small changes they may be give. That also we need to again design and coding and testing phases will be continued. Once the deployment was over, that development team will take care of the things of activities by the user end, and also in the management end, and also in the development side. They frequently monitor and fix issues and update the software then and there. What is the new small requirement given by the customers, that will be taken to consider, and they will develop. So this is called as a software development lifecycle process in the software engineering. SDLC plays first phase, it is called as a planning, define the project objectives and feasibility. This is called as a planning phase, because customer may be asked, we need to release the application within the 3 months, or within 2 months, or I need 6 months duration of timing. You have to develop the application, and you need to give. So planning is must here. That this is called as a feasible planning, both the end, developer end and also in the customer end, they have to come for a mutual understanding in the planning phase. Then requirement analysis will be come to the process. In that, gather the customer requirement. Management will ask one requirement, but when we go and discuss with the end user, those who are going to use the application, when we go and talk means, then they give different perspective, or we have to simplify the process of activities, because they may maintain the manual documentations. It is in the day-to-day life of activities, they may feel it is very hard to maintain the document. So they ask some simple solution for the job easy work, they may ask. One side management asking different perspective, but end user asking the different perspective. So both the end we have to satisfy that the thing will be understand where means, in the requirement analysis space only it is possible to understand. uh, if you are not collecting the information properly, what will happen when we go and implement the application, the user, they are not ready to use the application means that our total software development time will be wasted. So yeah, how you are going to maintain the relationship between the top management, the same way you have to maintain the relationship between the end user also, because he or she only going to use the application properly. So we have to maintain both the end in mutual manner. Then third phase, it is called as a design phase. In the design phase, first we are not directly involving the coding activities. We creating a prototype. How the civil engineers showing the blueprint, like that, we will show some design methodology to the customer and the end user. This is the process only we are going to develop, and we are going to develop the application within 3 months or 6 months. This only come to your working environment, like that we have to explain. The design will be satisfied by the management team and also in the customer end means, then we need to go for a development process. In the development process, the developer writing the code, minimum optimized code they have to write it. That also they have to maintain the coding standard procedures, and also they have to maintain the proper documentations. Once that development was taken place, then it will be go for testing process of activities. In the testing process, we have to consider uh, buddy tester, that peer process test also consider, because a developer, they develop the application, they create a code, they may think that it may be bug free, but what happened, definitely it may have some bugs or issues, that also fixed here in the testing phase. So here we have to maintain the quality of this application. So this is very important one. Without testing, if you release the application to the customer means, they may face some difficulty means, then total software development or is a process will be collapse. So testing is very important. It will ensure the quality. Find the bug and we have to fix the bug then and there. And some of the functionality approach also we need to restructured or remodified. It may also happen in the testing phase. Then next phase, it is called as a deployment. Release software to users. That is called as a deployment phase. After testing, buddy testing and alpha testing, what will happen? We directly give it to the end users. That end users started using the application. They may also give some useful feedback. We have to consider that useful feedback, and we also again restructure this process of requirement analysis, design, development, and testing. Not full things of activities we are not going to do. Small changes from the end user side we will observe that the things will be applied here with the case of a release. We have to maintain here version notes like version 1.00, 1.0.1, like that. We have to maintain the versions. Small changes will be considered here, and we try to implement our small help to the end user, and will be considered in the deployment stage. Then the software was given, the software people are started using, the management also started using. We are getting a number of data, and also we are maintaining the reports. Management also enjoying the report. Then management may ask small things of corrections, that the things will taken place in the maintenance phase. Fix bugs and update software then and there. This is the major process of activities will be considered in the SDLC phase. It is nothing but a software development lifecycle process of activities. In that, we have to maintain different types of models in the very old method, and it is called as a waterfall model. In the waterfall model is a sequential SDLC model where each phase is completed before moving to the next phase. First, requirement analysis you have to complete thoroughly, then only it move to the design phase. Design phase, once you complete it thoroughly, then only it move to the implementation phase. After that only testing, deployment and maintenance. So it is called as a linear development process. Clear documentation we have to maintain, and it is easy to understand those who are studying the document. So main advantage here, it is simple to manage and suitable for small project. But what is the limitation here? It is difficult to accommodate changing the requirement. Suppose suddenly they are changing the requirement in the testing phase, means it is very difficult to maintain, because again we have to go to the requirement analysis, why they are changing, what is the requirement, and we have to change the design phase, because it is a linear sequential process of activities. So that's the reason it's take long time, but it's gives the clear documentation. It is the main advantage, and easy to understand by the end user and the new developer also. So only the thing difficult to accommodate changing the requirement. Another model, it is called as an iterative model. In this model, about this model we will discuss later. Okay, thank you very much for patient listening. Thank you, students.